Chapter 10 is The Hatchers. I can't believe it, said Specimen as they trudged home that afternoon. We've been waiting 6 years to win this contest. I know, said Jeremy glumly. He also knew that unless he was willing to face Mr. Kravitz, there was no chance for either of them to enter. The idea was appalling. If he did confess, what was he going to say when Mr. Kravitz asked, as he was bound to, how Jeremy had done it? Honesty might be the best policy, Jeremy thought, but it's kind of tough when the truth is something no one will believe. Tiamat wheeled overhead, sending occasional messages of concern. She stayed with them the same way a puppy would, first sprinting ahead, then falling back to investigate something, circling around them, eager to play. Her antics made it hard to pay attention to Specimen. Why can't Spess see the dragon, thought Jeremy, instead of Mary Lou? His thoughts were interrupted by a wave of gold washing through his head. Looking up, he saw Tiamat wheeling through the sky, looking like a string of rubies in the sunshine. Jeremy loved the sight, but it also troubled him. He had a feeling that dragons didn't really belong in this world anymore. Or did they? If Tiamat was invisible to almost everyone else, was it possible there were other dragons, ones that he couldn't see? For a moment, the idea that the world might be filled with invisible wonders filled his head. Who knew how many amazing things were out there, unknown, waiting to be discovered? What you looking at? Asked Specimen. Just thinking, said Jeremy. You've been doing that a lot lately. Want to come in and have something to eat? Before Jeremy could answer, Specimen smacked himself in the head and said, I've got something that belongs to you. What? A book. I accidentally brought it home with some of my art stuff that day. I got mad at you. It looks good if you like that kind of stuff. What book? Asked Jeremy, hardly daring to hope. Specimen shrugged. Something about disappearing dragons. Jeremy couldn't believe it. Miss Priest's book had been here all along. He didn't know whether to shout with relief or clobber Specimen for causing him so much worry. I can't really stay, he said, which was more than true, considering the fact that he had a loose dragon to keep an eye on. But I do need that book. Specimen looked hurt. Jeremy continued home, clutching Miss Priest's book to his chest. He couldn't believe it had been in Specimen's room all this time. He couldn't wait to get home and read it.